Hashimi Shaya Wawak. That's Ahayi, that great I am that I am. Hey, so I thought I'd come on real quick to show you an update on what I showed you before about when the Most High visits you, man, right? Well, right now I'm just showing you the visitation that he visits you, just like Adam, man, when he visited you in the garden, right? How everything grew, okay? Now, there's other visitations, when you're in there in the sanctuary and you're worshiping, or you're in your home, or you're in your car, no matter where you at, and you lift those arms up, you lift those arms up and you start praying to the Most High, and He visit you. That's another visitation. So, but right now, I just want to give you an update and let you see what's going on in my garden, man. Because as those that seen the first video, I want you to see what He has done, right? And also to see that He's always at work. That He's never lacking, man. So, the scripture says that one man planted, another man to water it, but the Most High gets the increase. So I want you to see that, the increase. All right? I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to show you some things, man. Okay, there you go. You remember that? 7 days ago, that was only just a little bud with a flower, right? And look at that. In 7 days, the Most High made his appearance, came down with all his creation. I'm not just talking about just me being a gardener. I'm talking about all his creation. The creation of the bees, the water, the sun, the earth, right? The seed, all his creation. With his creation, the ability for something to grow just like this, humbly, right? I'm talking about humbly, right? This grew without my knowledge, without my whereabouts, but right now it's still growing. It's still producing. It's still bearing fruit, right? So that's a lesson that I want you guys to learn. To be humble within yourself, right? Be humble within yourself to see that the Most High, His work is always at work, okay? All you got to do is be humble and submit, right? Submit to His will, not man's, but His will. Like in the other video when I told you, I can't tell this leaf right here to become the fruit. I can't tell this leaf right here to become the root, right? Yes, I might be able to go over here, snip this off, put it in the ground, and have another tree. But guess what this is? This is the head, right? Think about that. Christ is our head, right? He was put down here on earth for us to, bear fruits and to be another produce of His fruits, right? But I want to show you this right here, man. In 7 days, continue to grow. Continue to grow in the name of the Most High. Be blessed. Stay strong. Now, as ministers of the Most High, that's what we should do all the time, man. Encourage one another, man. Encourage our brothers. Encourage our sister. Be strong. Be blessed. Now, here's another one that I showed you last time. Look at that. It's growing strong. I want you to see this. You see this right here? This leaf right here is a covering, right? But if I lift it up, what do I see? I see fruits. Right? Look at that. Look at that. That's fruits growing beneath this covering. Just like you. If you are covered underneath the protection and the covenants and the blessing from the Most High, guess what you become? Right there. You become good fruits. Able to bear seeds. Right? Because when this gets older enough and I'm ready to harvest it, There's going to be seeds in there. I'm going to harvest it. I'm going to plant those seeds, most high willing. So you become the same way, my brother and sister. Become that fruit. Become a fruit to where you can actually have seeds, be able to bear seeds, to continue the work and the blessing and the nourishment and the blessing of the Most High. All right? Now here we go again. I'm going to walk you through this, man. Check this out. This is another one, right? Look at that. Okay? Check out. Here's another fruit. All praise and glory to the Most High. Look at that, man. That's about as big as my fist. Well, my fist is bigger, but it's getting there. Look at that. Oh, man. See that? Hey, man, I got to tell you this, man. Kodash was here. Kodash and Anam, right? They were here. Kodash went to my apple tree, and he was like this. He was like that. He was saying, touch me, right? I kid you not, man. Me and Anam seen this, man. That leaf was going like this. It was going back and forth like that. Like it was waving, man. Woo, man. Talk about Most High hearing you, man. Right? And these are other plants, man. See that? The other plants. They're still small. But I'm not going to discourage them. Right? It's the same thing in your congregation, man. The least is the greater, right? That's what we learned this Shabbat. The least is the greatest among you. See that? Even though these are still small, I'm praying that they're going to bear fruit. You know? Most High willing. So here we go. I'll take you a walk again. I'll show you some, man. So there you go. That's that one fruit that I told you guys about, where that bee was hovering around this plant right there. You know? It's good, man. Here's another one. There's another one right there. See that? So this little bud right here. All praise and glory, man. All right, let me take you over here real quick. Okay, I got my grapes right here. And check this out, man. Right here, look, you see that? Okay, you got a little bit of turning purple, right? But right here, you got these ones turning purple, right? So hopefully in the next couple weeks I can actually harvest this and have some purple grapes, right? Now look at that. That's one stage. There you go. You see another stage. There you go. You see a branch here, right? And it's bearing fruits yet, right? Look, but still yet, some are still getting ready to harvest. You see this fruit, that fruit. And look at this other branch. Look, right? See that branch right there? Still got a little bit of fruit, right? That's as high as it goes. So you got that right there. You got those right there. See, that's getting ready to harvest, right? Then you got some down here. You know, right there. Still got a couple of small ones there. See right there? This one right here. I'm going to take that one out real quick. Right? Look at that. You still got some right there. Now, I'm going to tell you this, man. All these fruits are connected to this one vine coming out right there. See that? They're all connected to that one vine, that one plant, right? So I'll tell you this. No matter where you at, what position you are, either you be right here, up there, right there, or even down there. Okay? No matter where you at, no matter what you think about yourself, what position you're in, no matter what, if you came in at the beginning, the middle, towards the end, or at the very last, if you stay connected to this vine, right, you will bear fruit. The same with Christ. Because I gave you that small analogy about when the Most High, when Christ told that parable about the people that came to help him in his vineyard, right? Or came to help out in the field. You know, he told the people that I didn't do you no wrong. I promise that I'll pay you one One mite. I paid you one mite or one mint. I didn't do you no wrong. So right now, this this fruits, that fruits, that fruits, and all those fruits, they're all gonna be paid equally. But the thing is that some of us will ripen and be ready for harvest before all these fruits are ready. Okay? So I can harvest this first, second, third, fourth, fifth, no matter how it goes. It's not up to me. Depends on how this vine, how this plant wants to go. Okay? It's the same for you, man. Stay connected to that true branch, that true vine. Get that nourishment. Once you do, right? Once you do, you're gonna bear fruits. People are gonna enjoy you, right? People are gonna enjoy you, just like I said before, many times before. That I minister unto you, you minister unto me. Right now, we got these brothers, man. Anav, we got brother Yakim, we got brother Phil, you know, brother Quadash and Ayil, and all these other brothers, man, that are coming out with scriptures, man. What do you think that's doing for me? Yeah, I might have been with Ayil before many of the other brothers, but now I'm enjoying the fruits of those labors, man. You guys are blessing me. You guys are nourishing me. I just want to show you this in perspective. Look at the perspective, man. Most highs are all about order. This is perspective right here. You can't overstep anything, you know? You can't overstep being a fruit before you actually establish roots. You cannot be a fruit before you even establish leaves. You can't be a fruit and bear fruit and more fruit if you don't even have the sun, the soil, the moisture, or someone to cultivate this plant. I had to cultivate this. I had to prune it, clip off what wasn't good, just so that it can bear fruit. It's the same for all of us, man. That's why the Most High put us with someone that knows, has been through ministry. And Ayel told you many times, man. I mean, this is not his first rodeo, and I know it's not his first rodeo because he put many people out. He put many people out because, you know what? Because they want to be a wild branch. They want to be a wild olive tree. They want to do their own thing. I know right now we read the seal portion. We read about all these scriptures about us having free will, right? Yes, you do have a free will. But the thing is that Most High always put a husbandman, someone that can tend the garden, to prune that is good, to take out that what is bad, and make sure that that plant, that tree is connected, and it is connected to the true branch, the true root, to where you are able to grow that fruit. Right? I'm going to show you something right here. I showed this to Anaf and Quadash because they were here, today. You see these? Yeah, they're big. I mean, they're getting bigger. All praise and glory to the Most High. Hey, continue to grow, my brother. My spirit brother. That's right. Call it what it is. My family. I'm going to need you, fruits. I'm going to need you to sustain me. Give me nourishment. I'm going to need you to feed my wife, to feed my son, to feed whoever comes here. And I pray that when whoever eats of you, they will be healthy. They will be strong. Right? Come on now. They're spiritual beings, man. This goes deeper than just books. You read it in a book, right? You guys all read it in a book, heard it in a lesson. But see, this is how I grew up on the reservation. This is what they told us. We didn't have no books back then, but we had the truth. We had the knowledge. But right now, these books, all this information coming out, they're bearing witness of what we already knew. But see, we can't tell people what we knew, right? I can't tell anybody what I knew about this tree, this spirit, this seed that goes into the ground, how it's going to nourish us, how it's connected to the Most High, until they actually, learn about it, until actually they go and see it, experience it. But right now, you guys have done that. You guys searched out for this wisdom. You guys asked the Most High for this wisdom, right? And you got the knowledge. Now it's being presented in front of you, right here, right in front of you. Look at that. You can't deny that. I cannot make this grow. Yeah, I planted a seed. I water it. But who gets the increase? That's right. And check this out. Out of this, okay, this one right here and this tree right here, they're both look at, there's two of them, one and two. They came out of the same pot. All right. I did some work for this lady, and she gave me this tomato plant. And one, two, and I got one more over there. There's three of them that actually grew. But look at this. This bear fruit came out of the same pot, right? Check this out. Right there. It's another fruit. See that? Out of the same pot, planted at the same time. But look how small that fruit is. And right there too. See that? Another fruit. So you see what I mean? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you bear your fruit, because we're all learning. We're all still growing. You know, you can grow your fruits right now. Think about this. You grow your fruits right now. You can't stop from the brothers and sisters that are after you to bearing you fruits, because they are. They're gonna bear fruits. They might have more signs of more fruits than you do. But just think about this. You had to make it grow. Right? Just like myself. I see Anaf and all these brothers, man, oh man, Anaf, Yakim, Phil, Kodash, Brother Sabio. Shoot, man. I put all them brothers before me, man. That's what you guys always should do. Put everybody before you. Humble yourself, man. The Most High might not see it like that, but you do it yourself, man. Just make sure you're putting yourself below everybody. You make them greater than you. Make yourself be the base. Because I tell you why. Because if you do that, the Most High said He will honor you, right? So here we go, man. All these brothers, man, that bear these fruits, man. And I'm not just talking about just them that do videos. I'm talking about all the brothers. Brother Mike, what they call Country Mike. Even Mike, Oklahoma City Mike, You got Curtis, You got Carl, shoot. You got all these other brothers, man. Who else? Brother Daryl, both Daryls. Hugh, Stanley, Tom, Atta. We got so many brothers out there that I don't know if I have. Man, I know all of them, man. But yeah, all of them out there. To the very least, it's one, man. They're gonna bear fruits. Don't matter where it's at. This fruit is not in the same position as this one. This fruit budded before this one. It doesn't mean that this fruit's not gonna ripen before this. You know what I mean? And hey, I'll give you that analogy right now. Because this fruit ripened before these other ones right here, right? It doesn't mean that this fruit is superior and stronger than these ones. Because I tell you why. The birds, the squirrels, anything can come and eat this fruit before even I get to enjoy it. Right? It's the same thing for the Most High. If you were planted first, you better pray to the Most High that you last to the very end. Endure to the last end to where you'll be saved. I want to be a fruit that's enjoyed by everybody. Right? So right now I'm hanging in the balance. Kodash is hanging in the balance. Your car is hanging in the balance. So is a you. Because we bear fruits before the ministry got started. And you see people get taken out. Now, if I was this fruit right here, I might have some chance. Look, I might have some chance because the squirrel's going to go after this one, right? I might have some chance because the devil's going to come after this one, Because the devil thinks that if I take this fruit out and take that fruit out, if I take this one out and take that one out, this ain't gonna have no chance. Nah, not in the Most High's eyes. The Most High's eyes said, in your weakness I'm made strong. So even though in this week, what we think is probably weak, this fruit's gonna be stronger than the rest. So come on now, who's bearing witness? Huh? Who's gonna bear witness? That's right. We all are. Because no matter where you at, man, no matter where you've been planted, I got some planted right there, right? Some planted right there, some right there, right there, right there. No matter where you've been planted with the seed of life, the seed of spirituality. And see, I didn't watch Ayil's message, but I heard him talk about it when we got together this Shabbat. When he talked about, I don't even know the name, but I guess a certain brother in the scriptures held out a seed and asked another brother, "What do you see?" Right? What do you see? And he looked, and then he says, "Oh man, I see the Spirit." Right? I see the Spirit. And then Ayil said, "That's an analogy." Yeah, look at that. Look at how analogy, right here, right there, right there. The analogy of the Most High bearing fruits, showing the growth. Now, I told Kadash and Anav about this. When you think about Christ, when he talked about bearing seeds, right? Don't you know that all those analogies, all those, parables, when he talked about plants and living things like the lamb or anything like that, it was always talked about spiritual things, right? And then when he talked about greed, selfishness, right? The things that deal with our flesh, he always used a parable, an analogy about a person, someone that we can relate to, Yeah, think about it. If it had to do with something that is spiritual, he related back to the Most High's creation. The thing he created, the very thing that he created to grow. I think I also think about this. Before they even came into the ark, right? Then the Most High sent a male and a female of every animal to come and bow down to Noah before they can enter into the ark, right? So they had to have the spirit within inside themselves. They had to be that spirit brother. And indigenous people, native people, we always talked about our four-legged brothers, right? That's why when we seen the, I'm not gonna, well, for educational, for educational use, they call him the white brother, right? For that use, that brother came here, walked on 2 legs. We knew he was a brother, and we did try, and we did got taken over. But the thing is, we looked at everything as being a brother, being sisters, being a spiritual being, from the plants to the sky, down to the earth, from the water, from you and me, from us giving life, from us giving breath and breathing in air. All that was spiritual, right? And like I said, man, I mean, these brothers, they got wisdom, man. They got wisdom. I give them that. I give them that, and I praise the Most High for that. Because the Most High didn't give me that. What I'm giving you right now is what I learned, what I grew up with. And that's all I can give you. I could give you the scriptures, But right now I'm walking you through this, and this is what I can give you. But I'll flip you guys back around. But the Most High give us, the body of Christ, right? He gave us the body of Christ so that we can build this body, to be strong together, to be there for one another. He gave us each other. So I can't deny that. I can't deny who Yakim is. I can't deny who Phil is. I can't deny who Kodash is. Yakal. I can't deny none of them. Even you sisters out there. We had a sister who did a painting in the in the sanctuary, right? And I told her, you know, I wanted to, right? Now listen to what I'm saying. She did a painting inside the sanctuary. That was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. It was. You seen this? The painting is beautiful. Now I wanted to carve something to put in there in the sanctuary, but I never got that chance because you know why? Think about what I said. I wanted to, right? And this sister said she seen the sanctuary like that like 2 years ago, and she said in herself that I want it. When I come back, if it's still like that, I'm gonna do the painting or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. You can ask her yourself. But when she came back, she moved to the land, and it was still the same way. So she took it as a sign from the Most High that she had to do it. And guess what? She did it. I've been here from the beginning, and I didn't do it. You know what I mean? So I don't have to do everything myself. I don't have to do all the work myself. Even though I want to, I might be able to see certain things and know that these things have to be taken care of. But I can go do it, but I just be doing it all myself. And a year always told us that the Most High says, you don't have to always do it yourself. You know, didn't I send you helpers? Didn't I send you laborers? You know, let them do it. But a you is our leader, man. He leads us, he guides us, he shows us the scriptures. The brothers the same way. Yeah, we are a family, man. We might not agree on everything, right? But we do agree that we believe in God, we believe in Yeshua, we believe in baptism, repenting, loving one another. The all the information that's given to us. I'm. Some of them I don't know, right? I don't know everything. I don't know everything that the Most High has showed Yakim, Anav, and Kodash, and Ayel. I don't know, you know. But do I need to learn it? I hear it, I understand it, I respect it, and that's where I'm at. All I know is that I'm going to follow the Most High and the people that He put in front of me to cultivate me, to help me grow. Right now, the Most High brought me here to where I'm at, and I'm going to grow. I'm not gonna cut anybody off. I know, and that's my. I think that's what you can say about me, man. Like, and that's where like a lot of the things that we're learning right now. I could tell you that yeah, we learned this in our tradition in Hopi, in Hamas and Tewa. Like a lot of these things fall in place. And I think for a moment I get scared because I like thinking that, oh man, I'm going back to my tradition. But she's bringing me in full circle. I'm learning that yeah, our people did know. They did know. They know the knowledge. They have the wisdom. But the thing is, did they really follow it? Did they really kept it close to heart like we are doing right now? What we are doing right now between everybody here in Sholo and everybody out there in California, to the East Coast, to the north, to the south, and all the islands in between. Are we really doing it? Are we? Are you? Shoot, I pray to God that you are, man. I pray to God you are. Right now, I could tell you this, that we going through some stuff, right? We all going through some stuff. But the thing is, you gotta be that plant. You're gonna go through some dry seasons. You're gonna go through the rain. You're gonna have to live through the night, through the cold, right? That's what my plants have to do. Right now it's sunny, it's warm, it's nice outside. I'm out here, I'm looking at my plants. But when I go to sleep, you in the dark, you in the night, it gets cold, they're gonna have to burden through that. The same with you. Right? So that's another analogy, another wisdom that I can speak on to you. We all have to go through some stuff, man. But what I'm telling you is don't give up. Because sooner or later you will bear fruits. You will bear fruits so that we all can enjoy the person you are, the person you are, the character that you have become, the integrity that you grew up with, the integrity that you can provide for us and show us and to lead some other person, to some other brother, to some other sister to know how to stand, you know? Because I've been through certain things. I can help this brother, that sister, that family, this son, this nephew, this uncle, this niece, whatever, man. But you, I didn't go through what you went through. But when you come out and bear fruits, I'm praying that you can help that brother, that sister, that uncle, that niece, that nephew, all them people, man. Right? You know, I haven't been looking at the messages, forgive me, but I do want to say shalom to everybody out here. I got someone right here that says, Yo, amigo, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? We all one gente, right? Yeah, much love to you too, man. I don't speak tacos, homie. You don't speak tacos? If you don't speak tacos, man, do you speak enchiladas? Because I speak enchiladas. A lot of chili, man. Hot chili, man. You know what I mean? Media True Flow. Hey, love you too, sis, man. 100%, man. Good. It was good to see you the last time you were out here, man. It'll be good to see you guys again. Right? So right now I'm just looking at my comments. I'm going to say shalom to all of you guys. Well, saying shalom, saying in shalom. To Lisa and the Natelli family, Amos, you know, right here. Thank you for sharing from Sister Sherry, right? The Celestial Mother, Shalom. Yeah, man. Hopefully you guys are learning, man. Hopefully you guys are learning what I'm teaching you, man. Because I tell you why, man. Like, I know I don't do a lot of videos, man. I did a lot of videos in the very beginning. But right now, I really did calm down. I took what you could say, a serenity part of ministry, enjoying his fruits, because you guys are, man. Yakeem, Anna, Phil, they're fruits of our labors, man. So I'm enjoying that, like a planter should, right? Brother Daryl, hey, much love, Daryl, man. Love you too, man. Much respect to you. What's that, Migdala? Love you too. Shalom says. Then we got this. What? Hey man, forgive me, man, because I'm not a big. I can't read that good, but so love you too, Lisa. Much love. Thanks to this sister right here. Says some good words of wisdom, brother Jacob. Love to you, sis, our brother. That's right. That's right, Celestial Mother, man. We all need to help build up our beloved family, man. And that's what it is, man. Because you know why? If you're out there by yourself and you're all alone, man, you don't have brothers and sisters to lean on to, you're a sitting duck, man. You know? That's why you need. That's why you need the fellowship. That's why you need the brothers and sisters. And once you come to the brothers and sisters, right? Now take this as a warning. Now, you might consider yourself. Hey, shalom, Valerie. Much love, says. Love you and brother Ata too. Yeah. So, I tell you this, man. When you come out to the brothers and sisters into the family, man, even though you are learned, right? Even though you feel like, oh, I read this book, read that book, no matter what, man. If you got someone younger than you, that's an elder, or not even an elder, but a sister and a brother, and they share with you this a piece of example, a word, and an advice, even though if you don't want to take it or take hear to it, I I tell you, man, listen. Just listen, man. Prove yourself to be humble. just to listen. You don't have to speak. You don't have to say anything. Just okay. All right, thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. Thank you for sharing me that. Bless you too. That's all you gotta do, right? Because you got brothers and sisters out there when you try to tell them, oh, you know what? Uh, the Most High showed me this, and then you want to put your 2 cents in. Oh yeah, the Most High showed me that 2 weeks ago. Show me that. Oh, last year he showed me that last year. He just now showing you. No, man, you don't want to go like that. Take every lesson as it's the first time you hearing it, right? That's part of you being humble. And when you do that, you humble yourself. I tell you what, that very word that he spoke unto you at that moment, it will increase. Because if we are a plant, just like I showed you here in the garden, you know, all these plants can say, "Oh yeah, I've been watered once. I don't need no more. I've been watered once." But guess what? If I don't water it again and again and again and again and again, what do you think is going to happen to that plant, huh? Come on now. Someone out there who actually is, who knows, tell me what's going to happen to a plant if I don't water it again and again. You know? If that plant was to stand up to me and says, you know what, you already watered me this before, I heard it before, you know, I already heard it once, now you can go ahead and stop. Right? There you go, look at that, celestial mother, man. It's going to die. It's going to die. You don't got no watering. You haven't been nourished. You haven't been encouraged. You haven't been rebuked. You haven't been tended to. So you will die. You know? And it goes with the same thing in ministry, man. Listen to the same thing that you heard before and over again, no matter what. If you heard it from the first day, in the middle of the time when you came in, the last time, and this time, and the next time, if you're going to have to hear it again next week, hear it again. Because you know what? Because it's just watering us, right? One man planted, another man gets the watering, but the Most High will give the increase. And I tell you what, even though you've been watered that first time, the second time, third time, fourth time, even to the fifth time, I tell you what, you still have not bear fruit, right? Because you know why? Because you want to tell me what you think you know without actually being humble. You know? All these plants out here are humble, man. They don't tell me when they're going to bear fruits. They don't tell me, I already know. All they're going to tell me is, you know what? Give me some more. I need more water. Tend to me. You know? Things like that. Right? But there you go, man. See what Amos said right there? Amos said this. Many times I reread word, right? Reread the word. And it blessed me differently, right? Hey, look at what he say. Read that. Differently. At every level in my walk. You got the word differently, and then he actually made a separation between differently and the level of his walk. Man, I mean, we speak English, but we don't understand English, man. We don't even know English, man. If you read the word, the way it's been written, and how it's been written, how it's been spoken, then we actually have some idea of what someone's actually saying. All we do is just jiving, man. We're just talking. That's all we doing, man. People do that. We just talk. People, all they do is just hear you. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Nah, but if you take the time to listen, man, he wrote it out. I say he wrote it out beautifully. He said differently and at different levels, right? Every time you read it, you heard it differently in each level of his walk, right? That shows you. I mean, that gives you some kind of what you say, a different kind of. That gives you a graph. Gives you a point of origin, point of of prospered, a point of increase, a point of exhortation. Even at that high point, it'll show you there's a different level that goes down, right? It goes down back to the base, and it brings you back up, and then probably might bring you back down. Those are different levels, right?
What kind of show was it?
Hey, that's my son's right. That's my son right there. Everyone say shalom, Yashar. That's nephew right there, nephew King. Say shalom. And these two are brothers right here, man. Look at that. These two are brothers, man. They love each other, man, with the love of the Lord, huh? Right? That's right, man. Nephew, son, man. I spent the night. He spent the night here tonight. What did we did today, man? We cut some what? Some apples, right?
Yeah. We cut some apples.
Yeah. He wanted the one he wanted, man. So we're gonna give him that one. Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, man. These babies right here, this fruit right here, this tree right here, that's growing. They're gonna produce a whole different kind of fruit that we are, man. Because right now the fruit that we're producing is gonna be different than what they're gonna produce. Think about it. He, my son, don't look at him any different, man. He said, "That's my best friend. That's my brother. That's King." You know, that's all he can say. You know, if you go outside this family, you ask somebody else, what are they gonna tell you? I'll give you something else. You know, you just doing something, boy.
Yeah, we're about to play out here. Have a nice breeze outside.
Hey, I tell you what, this guy he helps me a lot in the garden, man. All right.
Yeah.
What did I tell you about the garden
Um,
relating to the Most High?
they're growing
And
and nice.
what do they do for us?
It feeds us.
But what do we have to do for them?
Feed them too.
How?
With water and the sun
And
and
who,
ahaya.
there you go, Ahaya. Ahaya is the only one that can give us all the nutrients that we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many of these plants have you planted with me?
We planted. I can say almost everything in this day, but also I planted the apples with you and grapes.
Well, see that? See how you answered? Almost everything until this day. Think about that, man. You talk like that. But yeah, man, that's true, man. It's true talk right there. All the way up to this day, this is everything he planted with me. Right? Yeah, man. Hey, you guys remember him being a little baby?
Yeah.
When I had him in my lap, you know, every time he come by, he'll be on my lap.
Yeah.
He'd be right there in all the videos. Look at him right now, man. Never ate no pork, never ate nothing unclean, never kept no wicked holidays, right? Honored the Most High.
Never watch bad things and then forget things.
And do you know how to pray?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You pray for yourself?
Yes.
Both of you guys?
Yes.
You guys rebuke all the bad spirits off you?
Yes.
Who do you guys call upon?
Ahaya.
Yep. Why?
The Holy Spirit wants us to be happy.
And?
And He wants us to love each other.
But the Most High, highest, our Father, right?
Yeah.
Just like you guys calling your parents for things, right?
Yes.
The same thing you have to do to the Father up there. I mean, you got to pray to Him, call upon Him to feed your family, to feed your fields, yeah, to bless you, to keep you strong, healthy, right? To keep you away from sickness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll let you guys go. Let's go ahead and go play.
Okay.
All right. Hey, man, that's for real, man. They're a little man with old souls, man. That's all praises, man. Hey, what's up, Shiny Wolf? That's right, man. Shalom, brother. Much love, man. Love you too. Oh, yeah, man. I never stopped thinking about you, man. You know, that's good. I'm glad you got on here, man. But yeah, man. I try to teach my son everything I know. You know, the same thing you guys all should do, man. The same thing as I told you about touching the plants, praying for them. The same thing you do for your children, man. Your grandkids, your children, your brothers and your sisters, to lay hands on them and to pray for them. That's what we need to do. Like I said, I just came on here real quick just to give you an update. Ho- Hopefully that bless you, man. 7 days, man. Think about that. And not only that, but the time when I spoke to you guys, the day after, it rained for about 4 days, 4 nights. It rained like almost every night. So my little garden got water like those 4 nights. Turn on my water and let the rain feed them, man. And I collected the rainwater and I used that to hand feed my plants, because I want to be hands on and intimate with my plants. Yeah. Hey, Shalom, Curtis. Much love, Amos.
I'm going to the house. I'm in the house.
Well, that's good, Amos, man. I'm glad it blessed you at this time, man, because this is right on time, man. When you heard about Ayel and his message that he brought out about everything growing and bearing seeds, man, so I didn't even know, man. I didn't even know until he talked about it this last Shabbat. But see, this is what I was. This is how I grew up, man. Believing that. This is what they told us, to believe in. But when I was young, I didn't understand. I just thought of it as being old man, being traditional, and not knowing. Like, what do you mean? This don't make sense. They don't teach us this in school. You know. But coming to understand what I know now, all this makes sense. This all makes sense. You know, Being a part of the Most High creation. Now listen to that. Like I said, again, like we're speaking English, but we don't understand, man. I'm saying being a part. And in Hamas, you know, and how we're gonna say it is saying is like being inside of them, right? Puma Pumu means like be as one, and like means like that's how we exist. Being in one, how we exist. Puma Like if I was to tell you, unch, right? Ahaya, unch, ahaya, epetun, epumus Like that's what we're gonna think about. Epetun, epuma That's how we're gonna exist. But then when we break it down to English, it says, "Oh, that's what we're going to believe in, and we're going to be as one." Right? We're going to be as one. Like, okay. But when I break it down to my language, ahaya do epetun, that we're going to think about him. Epume That's how we're going to be as one. We're going to be together as one. We're going to live together as one, not being one plant and another plant, but being together. Being engrafted, being included, being partaking in that one plant, that one nourishment. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I'm thankful for, man. And the Most High had me, be able to learn my language and see the difference. Because when I read English, yeah, I read English, but then when I think about it in my sense, like the way I was brought up, I mean, it's fire, man. I'll tell you what. You're like, you grow into the word. You grow into the word, man. You grow into it, not a part of it, into it. Because there's a difference between believing and knowing. If you believe in God, that's good. But if you know God, that's even better. Because you can't believe in your parents, right? You can't believe in your mom and dad that they're going to love you. But if you know your mom and your dad loves you, that's even better. So I know my Father, my Heavenly Father. I don't just believe in Him. I know Him. I know Him because I see that tree. I know Him because I see the floor, the ground. I see the rocks. I see the butterflies. I see the trees. I see the grasshopper. I see the birds. I see everything. I know Him. I see my brothers, I see my sisters, I know him. I don't believe in him. I know him. Right? All right, man. Well, you know what? I'm going to say shalom and all praise and glory to the Most High, Ahaya, and the Son Yeshaya. And I'll do another lesson later on. But it's been a blessing, man. It's been a blessing, you know. And I thank you guys all for being here. Praise the Most High that you guys are here. And we got much more to go through, man. You know, when the Most High comes, when Yeshua comes, he comes. It's not up to you, it's not up to me. When he blooms, he blooms. When he brings fruit, he brings fruit. When he brings the rain, he brings it. Can you stop the rain? No. Can you stop the winds? No. Can you stop the sun from being hot? No. Can you stop the winds from coming? No. Let the creator be the creator. Let us be his creation. Let us be the creation that he created us to be. To go with his elements, right? To go with the information, the power, the everything that he has given us. Let us go with it. Let us grow with it. When it's ready for us to change, to be transfigurate, let it be then, right? You cannot be it now. You cannot be that tomorrow. You can try. You'll only be trying. But for me, when he's ready, he'll change me. He'll change us, right? All right, man. Well, with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom. I love all you guys too. God bless you too, lost child. Hey, love you too. Shiny. Well, let me go through this real quick. Yeah, Shiny Wolf, love you too, man. See you later, brother. Love you too, Daryl. Rodriguez, love you too, man. Much love, man. Do any of you guys have a question and anything that I have brought up right now? I'll give you guys about a couple minutes, man. You know, or anything else that you guys want me to touch on that you guys heard me spoke before. All right. And if you guys can hear my voice, man, and I mean, I know a lot of indigenous people that had elders, and a lot of like the Mexicans. They know this, man. Like when you're getting older, man, some reason why our voice is like the first thing to go. You know, our voice gets coarse, starts getting low, getting soft, and that's how I feel, man. Like I want to yell, I do yell, man. I do yell, you know, but when I'm talking like this, I mean, man, I tell you what, bro. The kitchen now, man. I love to hear grandmas and grandpas talk. You know, I do. I love that, man. Just to hear that soft, kind of raspy, intelligent, soft spoken voice. And when they look at you with those, I'm not gonna say dim eyes. I'm gonna say like with those intelligent eyes, man. But to us, they look kind of dim, like they're tired. But they're looking at you with strength because they held on so long. And then when you touch their skin, especially their hands, so soft, so I mean, with all the wrinkles and stuff, so soft. I mean, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing to me, man, because my grandma, my grandpa, every one of them, man, it's an experience. If you know what I'm saying, man. All right, man. Well, much love, much respect. Anybody has anything else to say before I log out? Okay, Southern Youth, Lost Child. Much love and much respect to you and your family, man. Stay strong. One nation from another nation. Much love, much respect, man. We got Ellen right here, Summer Stone. Hey, what's your question, Stone? Summerstone. I'll go ahead and take your question before I log off. Much love to you, Media True Flow. But yeah, man, it's been a blessing, man. To see everybody come here and we all fellowship. I mean, Media True Flow can tell you that. She came out here. She had a good time out here. You know, being with the family. Okay, Summerstone said her cousin saw a pair of eyes at night in the bushes. What creature is that? Well, I could tell you for sure, man. I don't know, man. It could be anything. I wasn't there. It could be anything. Like it could be a cat, dog, Sasquatch, or even an unclean spirit. It all depends. It depends on what. I mean, I can't really say what it is. You know, because I wasn't there. But your sister knows. She knows.
Okay,
She
what
knows what it
happened to
is.
Ian?
She might think she doesn't. She might guess, but then again, it just depends on how it was presented, how it presented themselves to her.
Okay.
Because to be honest, man, we got a lot of people talking about Sasquatches and skinwalkers and all that. And I'll tell
Yeah.
you this, being out here from the res, I can tell you this, man. Me being out here on the res, my experience with like skinwalkers, it's not every day, man. There's only a few times that I'm saying, maybe like 4 times out of my whole life that it presented itself to me, and I knew what it was. And that's the difference. I knew what it was because it presented itself to me. It didn't leave me lingering, right? So if this thing is keeping you lingering, then you don't know what it is, or hasn't presented itself to you, and it might not be something as scary as that. But if you ever do see it again, rebuke it, bind it up, cast it out, speak to it, be bold. You know, because that's what they told us back in the old days. But in my culture, they tell us to like, you know, to put ashes on yourself, spit around yourself, throw the cornmeal, and tell them to leave. But right now, being in the truth, yeah, man, rebuke it, bind it, cast it out, use the name of Christ. You know, and for real, man, like I experienced a lot of things on the res, man. I know I probably haven't told a testimony about it, but I will. You know, I will one day. Yes, Summerstone, if you get to see it yourself, you know, tell it. Who are you? What are you? If you're not the Most High, get away from here. I rebuke you and bind you, cast you out. I've set a hedge of protection around this place. In the name of Yeshua, you cannot come forward. You cannot torment my brothers and sisters that live here. In the name of Yeshua, because I'm standing here in the gap. That's what I would do. But to know what it is, what creature it is, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it. It didn't present itself to me or even to you to even say what it is. Like I say, it could be anything. And then some people can make a big thing out of nothing. And I'm not trying to discredit or say something bad about your sister, your cousin, or anything like that. But you know, that's just what I would say. But yeah, like I said, I experienced a lot of things, man. The res, I'll give you one testimony, man. I was coming back from Winslow, right? My dad, he was on a spree, man. He was in Winslow drinking for like 2-3 months, man. And me and my nephew Darren Chosa, from Henry's Pueblo, He, me and him, we're the only two there, and we had just a black Beretta. So we went out there to Holbrook to go pick him up because he wanted to be picked up. So we picked him up, him and his buddies, did whatever, and we came home like around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, man. As we were coming, you know, coming through the Navajo reservation, there's like a bridge, we passed a bridge. All of a sudden, we seen a coyote go by, ran by. And then once, it ran before us, like about at least, if you had your high beams on, it was like at the very edge of that high beam. And then once we passed it, so it took a couple of seconds to pass it. Then all of a sudden, once it got to the edge of the road, we seen it stood up like a man, right? We should have stood up like on 2 feet like that. And then we were still on high beam, and me and my nephew, we both looked like that. We seen it standing up, and we looked at each other, and we were like, "What was that?" And we said, "Should we go back and see it?" But my nephew was like, "Nah, man, no, just go." So I punched it down in the Beretta. We cruised all the way through Second Mesa, all the way back to Hopi, man. But that was one thing that always stuck with us, man. Like, it ran across the road on 4 legs. Like I said, at the very edge of that high beam, it ran across. We just when we were passing it, we seen it stand up just enough to freak us out. And then that's the thing, man. If you're going on these reservation roads and you see something like that, that's what they try to do. They try to get into your flesh, try to get into your spirit to scare you. Once they scare you, they got control of you, right? You gave yourself up to them. So, it kind of freaked us out. We all looked like, what is that? But I wanted to go back and see it, because I was the person that always wanted to test everything out, man. If you told me about something spiritual, like, well, let me test it out. I didn't just believe you. The same thing with the Holy Spirit. I didn't just believe in Holy Spirit. I didn't believe just in deliverance or God or even the Bible. Well, I told you, show me, man. Show me then. Like, let me see it. I was that person. But man, that's what I got into, man. Like, and that did kind of like trip us out. And now when I'm thinking back, like, yeah, man, that's what it was. Because it didn't just happen once; it happened many times, man. Well, not that same incident in that same place, but in different times. But yeah, man. I mean, things like that happens on the reservation all the time, man. All right, Jay. You said what's up? So what's up, man? I'm saying hi back to you, man.
Okay.
So with that, man, I'm just gonna say shalom to all you guys. I pray that you guys learn something, man. I taught you guys something that you guys can use and learn and grow and bear fruits too. But with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Love you guys, man. Hopefully, to answer your question, Summer. But yeah, man. I mean, if you have any other questions, just let me know. I'm gonna do my best to try to answer them, and I'm gonna give you. I'm not gonna hold back. I'll let you know what I think, what I feel, what I think, what I would have done. But it's always gonna be up to you guys. What you guys do, how you guys feel, and how you guys should go about it. All right. I love you too, Stone. Much love, much respect. And Rodriguez, I can't know why I can't say your name. Migdala, right? Migdala. Am I saying it right? Migdala. Migdala Rodriguez. So. All right, then, man. Well, I'm gonna go and say shalom, man. Much love to you guys, man.